Beauty, they say, is in the eyes of the beholder. This video proves that true love doesn't care about looks, height, weight, condition, or skin color. Love can often be found in the strangest of places, and while some opt to settle down with someone compatible, others find love with unusual individuals. While some of you might find those kinds of relationships bizarre, the reality remains that if you keep an open mind, there are no boundaries in love. From couples that are so different in height to a relationship between two different species of animals, here are 10 of the most abnormal and unbelievable couples you will ever see. Before we dive into this list, make sure to leave a like on this video. Also, if you would like to join this month's Star 5 giveaway of a brand new iPhone 13, then all you have to do is subscribe to our channel and watch this video until the end and comment the hidden message. Good luck! At number 10, Fernandez and Medeiros. Growing up, Fernandez always had to deal with constant attention due to his towering height. His abnormal growth resulted from a benign tumor in his pituitary gland. Over the years, we've seen some very tall people, but only few stand at 7 feet 8 inches like Joellison. It was not until his tumor was surgically removed that Joellison's accelerated growth stopped, which means that there was every tendency for him to grow even taller than he is today. He wasn't exactly enthusiastic about his height, even though he was regarded as the tallest Brazilian man. However, his life would eventually change when he tied the knot with one of his admirers, Medeiros. Their love affair took off when she wished him a happy birthday on Facebook, and after 2 months they started dating and eventually sealed their relationship at the altar, even though she was only 5 feet tall. Irrespective of the astronomical difference in height, their love and admiration for one another continue to wax stronger. At number 9, Katiehoshino and Paulo Gabriella da Silva Barros. It's normal to see tall couples or couples with a slight height difference, but nothing could prepare us for this weird couple pair. The combined height of both Katiehoshino and Paulo is approximately 71 inches, with Katiehoshino standing at 35.88 inches and Paulo at 35.54 inches. However, their incredibly short height was not a barrier to them finding true love, as both found each other for the first time on an instant messaging website. At first, Katiehoshino played hard to get, as she wasn't about to make it easy for Paulo. However, it took constant conversations until they eventually met in person later in December of 2008. They both realized they were meant to be, and it didn't take long for Katiehoshino and Paulo to make their relationship official as she moved down to where Paulo lived. One can see that both share a similar struggle, and we guess it was one of those reasons why both attracted to one another. So far, the couple has been living together for more than 5 years, and it's evident to their love for each other as it continues to grow. At number 8, Bojan Marjanovic and militia kirstick. Bojan Marjanovic is not strange to hear, especially as he's a famous Serbian basketball player. His towering height has earned him much attention on the basketball court, even amongst his peers. Next to him, most of his colleagues look a lot smaller, but that was expected as Bojan Marjanovic is approximately 7 feet 2 inches in height. One can only imagine how his opponents feel when they face this giant of a person on the court. His height earned him an exclusive fight scene with Keanu Reeves in the famous John Wick franchise. A lot of us know that Keanu is no short man, but next to Bojan, he looked like a little schoolboy. However, that's not where our focus is at, as there's this recurring joke that Bojan may not have even seen his wife the first time they met. This is due to the fact that she's shorter by more than 2 feet, and she looks pretty tiny standing next to him. However, their height difference hasn't been a barrier to their love, as both are happily married with children. At number 7, Victor Peralta and Gabriella Peralta. It is often beautiful to see two ultimately strange and weird individuals fall hopelessly in love with one another. Meeting a partner who shares in your crazy fantasies is often the dream of many, and it's safe to say that this is what happened with this couple. Both Victor and Gabriella share a great love of tattoos to the extent that both have a record number of body modifications. They currently hold the record for the most tattooed couple ever to exist, with Victor having about 90% of his body covered in tattoos, and Gabriella having at least 65% of her body covered in ink. This couple has been together for more than 2 decades, and it's safe to say that they're still crazy in love with one another. At number 6, Anton Kraft and Chyna Belle. The relationship between Anton Kraft and Chyna Belle is more than enough proof that size doesn't mean a thing when there's true love. Anton Kraft is not like your average bodybuilder. While you would expect men in his category to be muscular and massive, Anton's only 4 feet 4 inches tall. While most women might have a problem with his height, this doesn't apply to Chyna Belle, a transgender woman who's greatly in love with Anton because of his looks. Chyna, who's in her early 40s, claimed at first she wasn't sure about Anton, especially due to the height difference. But today, the couple share a deep love for one another, and we're just happy for them. At number 5, Nyut and Ankuang. The first impression you might get about Vietnamese model Nyut is that she loves to take pictures with her baby brother. But if you critically and carefully examine those pictures, you'll realize that the baby brother in this picture is actually a young man by the name of Ankuang. His height of 3 feet 2 inches did not deter him from winning over the love of his life, despite the significant difference in height between the couple. The lovebirds continue to show they're made for one another, as they're not afraid to show the beauty of their relationship online. At number 4, Maria, Paul, and Peter. Have you ever heard the saying that 2 heads are better than 1? In this case, I guess having 2 husbands is just better than 1. It's safe to say that Maria is a goal-getter who knows precisely what she wants and who she wants to spend the rest of her life with. Though Maria was already married to Paul Butsky, she realized that she was still in love with her ex-husband, Peter Grumman. So rather than break up one engagement, they came to an agreement that allowed Maria to be in a relationship with both men. No doubt this union is quite unusual, but it's evident that all parties involved are happy with the decision. At number 3, Siamese sisters and Ahmed. Popularly referred to as the Spider Sisters, Jamuna and Ganga are conjoined twins in India. They have 2 different hearts and are joined from the waist. With this physical structure, some would believe that they couldn't possibly find love. But as I said earlier, you would realize that anyone can find love if you keep an open mind. The sisters spent a great part of their life at the circus, and that was where they would come across Jasmundan Ahmed, who worked as a sound engineer for the circus. They claimed that they fell in love with Ahmed from the moment they laid their eyes on him. They would eventually get close, even though many were skeptical about their relationship. It was apparent that Ahmed was immensely in love with the sisters, but the strangest part is that both sisters also fell in love with the same man. Today, their relationship is still well and thriving. At number 2, Amanda and Sergio. Amanda is what you will call an Amazon by height and a goddess by nature. One would think that her towering height would intimidate men from walking up to her, but apparently it wasn't enough to discourage Sergio. One can only wonder how she ignited and fostered a loving relationship with the diminutive Sergio. One outstanding thing about this couple is that they got to go out and destroy relationship stereotypes. Here's a woman who's well capable of protecting her man and even carrying him in her arms if the need arises. They both appear to be very content, and we can't help but be happy for the beautiful couple. And at number 1, Elizabeth Hode and Logan. Elizabeth and Logan are perfect names for people in love. But while you might expect to see a strange relationship between the 2 people like the couple so far on this list, it might shock you to realize that this is a relationship between a woman and her dog. That's right, Elizabeth, having decided not to go through any heartbreaks again after going on approximately 200 relationships with no success, turned to her golden retriever Logan, who's always been there for her. According to her story, she had been engaged 4 times, and none of the men yielded positive results. So apparently she found solace in her dog, and it was even more shocking when she tied the knot with Logan in a live wedding ceremony, which was viewed by millions of people. And that's a wrap for today's video. Do you know any strange couple that should have made this list? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, give us a like, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from Star 5. Thanks for watching.